To Apex Leisure. Today we are officially finishing up Chapter 1 of ACCA FBT. We are covering PEST macro analysis, breaking down 6 high-yield exam practice questions with step-by-step explanations and finishing with a 4-question self-assessment challenge to test your knowledge before we move on to Chapter 2. Let's jump straight in. First, let's look at the external business environment using PEST analysis. These are macro drivers operating outside the firm's direct control. Here P4 political. Think tax policy, government stability, and trade regulations. Example, if a government imposes new import tariffs, cross-border shipping instantly gets more expensive, right? So it's an example of political. Now, the next one is E means economic. Interest rates, inflation targets, exchange rates, and GDP cycles. The example of this one is like high inflation reduces a customer's disposable income. The next one is S means social. Demographics, lifestyle shifts, and consumer preferences. Example of this one is like the shift toward healthy living pushed food manufacturers to launch low sugar lines. Now, the next and last one is technological. Automation, software innovation, and mobile infrastructure. Example of this like cloud computing allowed companies to scale remote work globally. Now the core concept to remember here is PEST forces are strictly external. A business cannot control them. It can only analyze them and adapt its strategy. Solve these exam questions using proper elimination tactics. Question number 1. Which business sector operates with the primary strategic objective of maximizing long-term wealth for corporate shareholders? So the correct option is answer B. As the key phrase here is maximizing wealth for shareholders. Public sector bodies focus on public welfare, NGOs focus on social missions, and charities focus on non-profit goals. Only the commercial sector operated with the core purpose of generating financial profits and returning equity to shareholders. So the correct option is B. The second one is under Mendelow's matrix, how should a regulatory body holding a statutory power to revoke an operating license be classified? So the answer will be C. Keep player, keep satisfied. As ask yourself two things, power and interest, because this regulatory body holds the statutory power to literally shut down your business by revoking your license. Their power is extremely high. Even if their daily interest varies, high power combined with regulatory authority puts them straight into the high power category. You must manage them closely and maintain compliance to keep them satisfied. So correct option will be C. Third question is a major shift in central bank interest rates increase corporate borrowing cost. Under PESTEL, which factor does this represent? So the four options are political factor, economic factor, social factor, and technological factor. Obviously, the correct answer is B, as watch out for the root cause. While a central bank setting policy sounds political, interest rates, borrowing costs, inflation, and monetary policies directly form the economic landscape. It dictates how expensive money is to borrow for investments. So the correct option will be B, economic factor. The fourth question is how are external suppliers with non-exclusive short-term contracts classified in stakeholder framework? So here options are A, internal stakeholders, B, connected stakeholders, C, external macro stakeholders, and D, executive board stakeholders. So the correct option is B, connected stakeholders, and the explanation is let's review the stakeholder tiers. Internal stakeholders are inside the firm, employees, managers. External macro stakeholders operate in the board environment, local communities, but suppliers have a direct formal contract and financial exchange with the firm, making them connected stakeholders. So that's why the correct option will be B, connected stakeholders. The question is what is the primary operational objective of a municipal public health authority funded by general taxation? So the option number 1 is dividend payout maximization, B essential public service delivery and welfare, C market share expansion against private firms, D retaining surplus for private equity owners. So the correct option will be B, as since it's a public health authority funded by general taxpayer money, it does not have private equity owners, nor does it seek dividend payouts or market share expansion. Its core duty is providing essential health care services and maximizing public welfare within its allocated tax budget. So that's why the correct option will be B. The next and last question is rapid adoption of AI software and mobile cloud applications fall under which PESTEL pillar? Number 1 is social driver, B legal mandate, C technological driver, and D political directive. So the correct answer will be C technological driver, as whenever you see keywords like software, innovation, cloud applications, automation, or digital infrastructure, you are looking at technological evolution transforming business ops. So the correct option will be C, technological driver. It's time for your self-assessment challenge. Test your understanding on these four final questions. Drop your answers. You can drop your answers in the comment box. So the question number 7 says, an institutional investor holds a 35% voting equity stake in a firm and actively votes against board decisions. According to Mandelaws, how should this stakeholder group be managed? Your options are minimal effort, B keep informed, C keep satisfied, and D key players. Drop your answer in comment box. Next one is, which fundamental principle applies universally to all business organizations, regardless of whether they operate in commercial, NFP, or public sectors. So the option number A is generating returns for private investors, B efficient management of limited resources for survival, C paying dividends to equity owners, D reliance on government taxation for income. Drop your answer in comment. Next question is, a government introduced new carbon emission tax legislation that imposes penalties on manufacturing plants under PESTAL. Which two combined forces does this trigger? First one is political and economic, second one is social and technological, third one is technological and demographical, and D is commercial and cultural. Drop your answer in comments again. Now, the last question for the day is, local community residents living near a factory have high interest in environmental safety but low individual legal power under man law. How should they be managed? The option A is minimal effort, B keep informed, C key player, or D key financial investors. This was the last question for the day, so drop your answer in comment section. Wrap on chapter 1 of ACCA FBT. Drop your answers in the comments below. I will be personally reviewing them to see who got 100%. If you need the chapter 1 notes, they are already dropped on our WhatsApp channel and Telegram, so make sure to check those out. Thank you, accountants. See you in the next one.